What's up, guys? Rob Kuhn here, and today we're going to review a hand between Nik Airball and Jungleman, where, quite frankly, Jungleman gets out of line in multiple ways, and with a little bit of a meltdown at the end. Let's get in the action.
The Brian thing again.
That stirs the pot.
Yeah,
Wow.
but I didn't know that I did it on
You just dropped that bomb on him.
He was talking about
Let the smoke rise.
named Brian, and it took him forever to say.
Blinds are 200, 400 with a 400 big blind ante, and Nik Airball raises to 2,000. Jungleman 3-bets him to 8,000.
I'm a good actor.
Is the hand on?
Conch Dan, 3-betting. Ace Queen offsuit. Airball with a sneaky
Or maybe not.
8-6 of
Maybe I'm
diamonds.
thinking
I have a feeling he's not going
Anything
anywhere.
is possible. Anything is possible.
Sappy, there's a hand coming up where Terrace wins a big pot with clubs out there. Can you ask production
Folds around Nik Airball, and he has no other choice besides calling. There's no reason to 4-bet this hand.
or someone in that room, when it comes on, what two cards did he have?
Jack 10 of clubs.
Against me.
Yeah.
I
I
folded
know it's a weird
ace
request.
8.
But we have
She's
lots
gonna
of
come
Monster flop.
Doug, she's
For
gonna
Nik
come back.
Airball.
She's gonna say ace 5 of diamonds. Watch.
Check raise going to be incoming here if
it's
Dan
gonna be a
goes
big
for the
pot.
C-bet, and there it
Terrace
is.
Do you want me to just take care of this right now?
Is it on?
Yep. I know what they're gonna say. It's so obvious. They're gonna say ace 5 of diamonds, and then all of you guys are just gonna like look.
Jungleman bets 30% or 6,000 into 18,000. He should generally be going for a bigger sizing, playing 200 big blinds deep, and Nik Airball quickly goes for the check raise to 16,000. Actions on Jungleman, let's see what he does.
Nope. Ace 5 of diamonds. Both cards diamonds.
I know, it needs to come in this room. Production won't know. Yeah.
16,000
That's
from
what I'm
Nik,
claiming.
who's been owning
Not 100%. Not 100%.
Jungleman so far, 60 hands in on a Saturday here in Austin.
Get in. Get in. Get in. I mean, it was a great hand.
We got another classic airball, dirty Dan.
Kind of like
Two black
something
hats,
about
one
watching
pot to win.
high-stakes poker in Texas with cowboy hats. Everybody enjoying the moment here.
Here we go. Big pot energy lock in here.
Now, even though Jungleman only has to call 11,000 more, this is actually a very bad call. One, you have better hands in your range. Two, you don't have a diamond, so you don't have the backdoor diamond outs. And three, you're just kind of letting Nik Airball get away with what he wants. Like, he wants you to be putting in a lot of chips bad. This is kind of his strategy, you know, between berating people, needling people. And as we saw during the stream, that happened a lot between these two. And Jungleman opts to make what is, you know, quite frankly, a bad call. And I think he's kind of affected by Nik Airball's speech play and opts to call.
And the action card that everybody wanted to see.
God,
Give this
what was-
dealer
I
a
feel-
raise.
I feel
Kevin,
this is
you're getting a
treacherous, You
raise.
don't believe me.
I feel so fucking.
The ace of diamond hits the turn, and Nik decides to check. This is actually a very good check by Nik, as most of his hands want to play a pure check range. He's going to have his flushes, he's going to have his sets, he's going to have, you know, his two pair, but he recognizes that the ace is better for Jungleman, thus he wants to check. Well played.
Strong right now that you don't have
A little bit of pot control
Jungleman checks back, and this is completely standard as well.
there from Conch
how
Dan. And
about
what's
this?
going to be
Why
the
don't you and I
wager?
then?
And now it's on two pair.
God.
What a river.
Hold on.
Because I know what you have. I know what I have.
This
hold on,
table
hold on,
can't
hold on,
shut
You want
up.
to bet?
Hold on.
And Nik
Terrace?
Airball, flush,
I will bet
check
you
the turn.
1K
Conch Dan, top two.
that you did not
Big
have
bets
ace five of
incoming
diamonds.
here.
1K to
Over
1K?
bets coming. How much is the wager going to be? How much is Nik going to go for? He might even just,
75,000.
he might just stuff it on him.
Let's go.
Imagine if Airball just rips it all.
You're not taking that bet?
Imagine.
I
He
win.
might.
I think he will.
I win. Oh my
75.
god, how good am I? How good am I?
What do you think about 10K?
Could be 75 on the head, Jay.
With 50,000 in the middle, Nik Airball decides to bet 150% pot, which is 75,000, and Jungleman snaps him off with top two. Now, this is quite fine if Jungleman actually does get to the river in this fashion. However, you should never be making this mistake on the flop, because you should simply fold all of your hands with a non-diamond, particularly your ace, king, ace, queen type of hands. You want to have the ace or king of diamonds to continue, so you have additional equity in the hand. Nik Airball decides to polarize his range by going 150% pot, which is completely reasonable. You can also size down and allow hands like pocket jacks or pocket tens with the diamond to a call, but going for a polarizing sizing, especially with your own image like Nik has, he's able to do these kind of things, right? He can probably get more value than most people because people generally want to beat him in pots. And this is all kind of Nick's strategy in general. And this is not exactly how you beat these kind of people. You beat these kind of people by playing better ranges, playing better hands, understanding the theory. Now, Jungleman is one of the best players in the world, and I'm certainly not going to be calling him out to a heads-up match anytime soon or anything like that. However, this is a poorly played hand by Jungleman, and I think looking back on this, he would probably agree. Probably let the speech play from Nick in the previous hands affect him, and thus makes the bad decision.
It has to be a bet. You can't offer
Wow,
a bet
big
without being a
tip.
bet.
Snap call.
You gotta offer a bet.
Semi-binding.
Now, I will say it's never fun when you lose a $200,000 pot and someone is yelling "ship it" directly in your face.
Semi-binding.
We got Dirty Dan again.
How fucking good am I? How fucking good am
We got
I?
him for 2x on the river, too.
No.
Snap call with the 2x.
You should fold. That's an easy fold.
Oh my god.
You're that
Followed
confident.
by saying this is an easy fold.
Oh,
And
and now we have
Now
we have an issue.
okay.
Why are you so confident?
After a little bit of needling from Nik Airball, Jungleman decides to knock over all of his chips on something in the realm of like 800,000 spread across the table. Now, this is completely out of line by Jungleman. I think we've all, as poker players, have maybe went to a friend's table and maybe had a stack of 105 chips, and we knocked it over just for fun or whatever. These guys aren't friends. To my knowledge, they are not friends. And so knocking over someone else's chips or even touching someone else's chips is completely out of line. And Jungleman should really not do this. Nik Airball actually stacks up some more chips, and then he does it again. Doug doesn't actually catch this until the end as he's away to the table talking to the service lady in the back. And yeah, this is kind of what happens when you let someone get to you and you aren't mentally strong enough to deal with their needling. And guys like this, you kind of just have to, take at face value, try not to let them outplay you, try not to let their needling happen. You're always going to have guys like this at the table. Love them or hate them, this strategy does end up working for Nik Airball, and you see a Jungleman have quite a nice meltdown. Anyway, hope you guys like this hand. I have done a previous hand on these two videos ago, something like that. Hope you guys check that